Hey everybody, one slow ride. I just got done painting this helmet. It's one I had laying around. It's an old helmet. I had it for years. It's really beat up. Thought it'd be a perfect opportunity for me to practice some airbrushing before I do some more helmets. This is my first attempt ever at doing something different with an airbrush other than just painting a model car with it. Watching people like Ed Hubbs and Tony D, and also Airbrush magazine, it's also on YouTube. Mr. Don, I can't think of his last name, he's got a video on this helmet which is very similar to what he's got on his YouTube channel there. I pretty much followed his techniques, but watching Ed Hubbs and Tony D from Airbrush Tricks, all of them are really informative. So I went out and bought some stencils, and I always had an airbrush for a while, but I've never done anything else other than paint model cars with it. So using these guys as mentors, I went out and bought some stencils and bought some candy paints and painted my first helmet. Want to practice on these helmets because a few months back I was at Kmart and they had these motocross helmets, full face, half face, all kinds of stuff, motorcycle helmets on clearance, and they were 80 bucks and they were on clearance for 20. So I went home, looked it up on old eBay, and sure enough, those helmets were $80. That's the average price what they were going for on eBay. So I was like, I went back and got them, and they were actually $18. So I bought a bunch of them, and since this is an old helmet, I thought it'd be a perfect time to practice on it before I hit those other ones that are still in the box and sell them as new. So it's 3 stencils. That's a stencil. Then I bought another stencil with these other smaller skulls. Tony D has a stencil that he used on a computer top. That's it's very similar to that stencil that he had, and I went ahead and bought something similar to it. And the spider webs. All of them were on Evil Bay, but gotta start somewhere, right? Well, there it is. And thanks to Ed Hubbs and Tony D from Airbrush Tricks, and Don from Airbrush magazine, who's also he's got some videos out, some DVDs and everything. But great video, guys. I love it. I'm only going to get better from here. This isn't the best job in the world, but it's the first time I ever attempted anything like this. It's real glossy because I just put some clear on it, and then I moved my light and got some dirt in it right there. You can kind of see a little bit right there. So of course I'll be knocking that off and sanding it out and put another top coat of clear on it when I'm done. But all you guys that are putting on the videos on airbrushing, thanks so much, man. I learned a lot, and not only am I just watching the videos, I'm starting to do it. And one thing I like is this guy right here. I happen to notice that stencil had like a couple bones on it, so I made a skull and crossbones. But if you look at it just right, don't it look like he's wearing a Mexican hat? Well, here it's just overlaid inside of that skull, but it's art. Call it what you will. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and everybody else, let me know what you think. First helmet ever. Alright everybody, take care and be nice to somebody, will you?